855-888-0180. That's 855-888-0180. EMP 180 Weight Loss, empowering a healthier you.
Hello there, and welcome to the Golf Club.
Traffic and weather.
Let's
Here's
play
Ed
some of the
Rodriguez
golf.
in the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center.
Back to the Beltway. Tyson's Corners, where it all begins on the Inner Loop. We're jammed from Route 7 to the 270 spur. Then from Old Georgetown Road to Central Avenue, and an Oxon Hill from Indian Head Highway to the Eisenhower Connector. Outer loop delays begin still at the Springfield interchange heading to the Wilson Bridge. Then we're jammed from Marina Drive up to Kenilworth Avenue, from Old Georgetown Road to Georgetown Pike, and from the Toll Road to Gallows Road. Now from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Weather Channel forecast.
Any rain will clear out of here later this evening, low 52. Sunny tomorrow, high around 65. It's 59 in Damascus, 61 at Reagan National. I'm Maria Leaf on Washington's Mall, WMAL.
This shot's looking like we have about $1.95 to go.
It's 5:36 on WMAO, where Washington comes to talk. Washington, D.C., home of the World Series. Bound Washington Nationals, nationally champions. Game 1 tonight in Houston. Go Nats. The president earlier today described the process in which the Democrats are conducting an investigation and impeachment behind closed doors, without due process, without a trial, without his ability or Republicans' ability to call any witnesses or even witness the hearings that are being done behind closed doors and in private, and then just leaked to friendly media to make the president look bad, eventually leading to impeachment and the removal of him from office despite the wishes of the American people. He described it as a lynching. And apparently that's just another reason to impeach him, if you listen to the mainstream media. Well, I am the most unacceptable human being in American political discourse because I am a straight, white, Christian man. Diamond and Silk are, well, hardly any of those things, although I believe they're Christian. And they are able to comment on this. So I'm just going to take a back seat here, ladies, because I'm not allowed to have an opinion about using the word lynching.
12-footer here.
But please, have at it. What's your response?
Well, first of all, glad to see that the Democrats want to take ownership of the word lynching. Mm-hmm. Because if you look at their party, whenever they were, the days of the lynching, that was during the KKK days, mm-hmm. a lot of those people served up under the Democrat Party.
That's right.
So they were the party of the KKK that did the lynching. But I think it's a sad day in America when you see a political lynching going on, when you see our president being railroaded by the left, when you see he's not being given due process, mm-hmm. when you see that the American people are not being given transparency. It is a political lynching.
That's right.
And see, we say it too. Back in the day, they discriminated based on the color of your skin. Today, they're lynching and discriminating based on the color of your politics.
That's right.
They fear this president, so that's why they're trying to demonize him.
Yeah.
So now all of a
Let's
sudden,
give her a smash here.
Democrats can use the word lynching, but we can't use the word lynching. The president can't use the word lynching. Kamala Harris used the word lynching when she referred to Jesse Smollett fake hoax.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't stop her. Nadler used a lynch mob whenever he was referring to Clinton's impeachment. Another guy by the name of, what is this guy named? Jim McDermott. He used lynching when he was referring to Clinton impeachment. Nothing from the left.
And you got to remember that President Trump was using this in a metaphor. Just look at Emmett Till. They said that he whistled at a white woman, right? But they didn't allow him the opportunity to defend himself against his accuser. They went and they lynched him. Look at President Trump today. They said he did this and did that, but they got it behind closed doors. Mm-hmm. They won't even let the public eye see what's going on. You won't even allow this man due process to be able to defend himself against accusations. So what is that? Hey, same script, different message.
Mm-hmm. And if you look at everything that's going on, compare yourself to Donald Trump right now. Just imagine if you was in the courtroom, but the judge didn't want to hear nothing you had to say. The prosecutor, nobody wanted to hear your side of the story. Then that's called railroading. That's called being lynched by a system. Mm-hmm. So the president used that terminology correctly.
That's right, and I hope he doubled down on it because that's exactly what they're doing. They are railroading our president, and this is a kangaroo court.
Right.
Diamond and Silk are YouTube sensations. They're all across social media, by the way. I don't know why they're just referred to as YouTube sensations. You can see them on whatever your social media platform is. and they're also host of Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live, and they are Fox News Nation hosts. Ladies, the president also lamented yesterday, and thank you. That was brilliant, and I appreciate it. And I'm going to lock that in a vault, what you just said there with regard to impeachment and the Democrats, and I will always
And you do have a right to talk about lynching as well, Larry.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you for giving me permission. You know what? By the way, I'll add to your list there when you talk about all the people who've used the term. Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax of Virginia. I don't remember now. He's not the one who got in blackface, okay, because he's actually black, so he didn't do the blackface.
Yeah, 20 feet.
But he was accused by two credible women of sexual assault, right? Remember this several months ago? And he said that he was they were lynching him, that this was a lynching for him as well. That's
See,
right.
they only want to take and they want to use that word to weaponize it against somebody that they don't like. This is the way the left operates. This is why every Republican should have stood together today. If they can dish it, then we can dish it back to them.
That's right. And anybody from the NAACP, if they have a problem with the word lynching, why do they still support the Democrat Party that did the lynching?
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Clearly Democrats are upset here because it hits a little close to home. Hey, let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that. You know, that's our history. Diamond and Silk, the president also yesterday lamented, and boy, did I feel his pain on this. He said, where are the Republicans defending
Coming off
he said, you know,
bit of a
the
bogey
Democrats
on that
don't have
last
the
hole. Let's
policy.
see if we can
They
do
don't
better
have the
here.
ideas. They're corrupt. They're terrible. But one thing they've got is they stick together, and they never fire within inside the tent. But you got Mitt Romney, you got Ben Sass, you got this is really something that the president has to deal with.
Yeah, I call them the deep state snakes. These are the rats that's clogging the pipe. And I asked the question yesterday, you know, who voted in Mitt Romney? Who voted for him and why? Like, why would you vote for him? He doesn't believe in our values. See, he's part of the system, the good old boy system.
That's right.
And he may be tied to weaponry or all of this other stuff, we'll say allegedly, to get a kickback and a patty whack. And we're alleged all. And I'm just really tired of people not wanting to put the American people first. People that's not standing up for our president who's making sure that he's putting the American people first. I mean, he got the economy booming, all of the great things that he's doing for this country, but you have some of these Republicans folding and going cold. It's so sad.
So, now what are you and I Republicans to do with all of this? To heck with the people who are senators and congressmen. I mean, they should be there for him. But just us regular Joes who voted for the guy, and we're, I mean, it's just a horrible what we've had to deal with for the last 3 years, where he's never had a chance to actually be the president because of these kangaroo court investigations. Do you have any sort of advice for people who might be like, oh, God, I'm just getting so tired of all of these issues and having to deal with all of this?
Well, I'll tell them this here, don't get distracted.
Okay, a 23-footer from here.
This is merely a distraction so that you can look somewhere else. They only smear who they fear. They don't stop losers, but they will try and stop a winner. President Trump is winning, and that's why they're trying to stop him. Understand that. If he was losing, if he was really out of this here, they wouldn't pay him no attention. They paying him some attention because in Texas, he had 20,000 on the inside and almost 20,000 on the outside. These people don't like that. They don't like anyone coming in, disrupting and disturbing the status quo. Well, now there's a new sheriff in town. His name is Donald J. Trump, and baby, we gonna vote for him in 2020 because he needs 4 more years.
Sitting right where you should be.
Can you ladies stay with us?
That's
Because I got
your
much more to talk to you.
Come on, let's do it.
All right, I'm going to
Okay,
bring
it's time
it.
to send this
I'll bring
ball
it.
on its way.
Don't you? Is that a challenge, so? Because I can bring it.
Bring it.
I don't know if that was an invitation or a challenge, but either way, I will bring it in a moment with our friends Diamond and Silk. Keep it here on WMAL.
Washington's Mall, WMAL, where Washington comes to talk.
Hi, I'm Patrick Fingles, owner of New Look Home Design. With winter around the corner, it's time to decide whether to replace your roof now or roll the winter roof dice. You see, more roof leaks come in winter than any other time. So why wait? Because you want to hold on to that money for a few more months. If you didn't have to pay for the roof, you definitely
Nice
do it
approach
now.
shot there.
But how do you
This
get a
one's for
roof
Birdie.
and not pay? You call New Look Home Design, that's how. Now through October 31st, have your roof installed before winter, and you won't pay a single penny for 1 year. And when you do pay, just pay half. That's right, not a penny for 1 year, and only pay for half when you do. Don't roll the winter roof dice. Call 1-800-279-5300. That's 1-800-279-5300. 5300. NewLookHomeDesign.com. Through October 31st, get your roof now, a roof leak never, and don't pay a penny.
It's 5:45, WMAL traffic and weather every 10 minutes first on the fives. Here comes Ed Rodriguez. Oh, there he is. He's in the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center.
That's Justin, of course.
We are busy on 270, both 270 and the spur. Jammed right off the Beltway. And those delays don't go away till you're past the Clarksburg lane drop. But wait, there's more, because in Frederick, you're going to be jammed northbound from Route 85 across the I-70 junction to Patrick Street. Westbound 70 stop and go from East Street over to Jefferson Pike. Now from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Weather Channel forecast.
Areas of rain around as we head through the evening hours, making for some slower travel. Clearing skies overnight, lows in the low 50s. Sunny and beautiful weather returning. A breezy west-northwest wind Wednesday, a high in the mid-60s. I'm meteorologist Mark Thibodeau from the Weather Channel on WMAL.
Right now, it is 62 degrees in the nation's capital at 546.
The SGK Gun Show returns to the Fredericksburg Expo and Conference Center Saturday and Sunday, October 26th and 27th. Guns, knives, ammo, and more. That's the SGK Gun Show Saturday and Sunday, October 26th and 27th.
About
Details and coupons at SGKVA.com.
It's cutting into your exercise time. It's stabbing you in the back nine. And it's attacking your peace of mind. It's pain, and it's getting in between you and the life you want to live. CBD Medic targets your pain at its source. It's fast-acting relief with active OTC ingredients, plus the added benefits of THC-free hemp oil. Get back to your life with CBD Medic, available online and at CVS. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
American Military University is proud to be a respected provider of education to our nation's security professionals. AMU offers affordable online bachelor's and master's programs for today's cyber warrior. AMU is at the forefront of cybersecurity education and has been recognized by the NSA as a national center of excellence for cyber defense education. Classes start monthly to fit your schedule. Visit amuonline.com to get started today. AMU is part of American Public University System, which is certified to operate by Chev.
If you're looking to sell your home, you've got to get the Reynolds team on your side and get them on first, please. Don't wait until that other real estate agent or that other couple of real estate agents let you down. Okay, you want Sarah and Debbie Reynolds. You're going to call them eventually when the rest of them let you down. So why don't you call them first? They sell homes 3 times faster than the average
one
agent,
under is
and
your
they make
adjusted
their
score
clients
after that one.
6% more money. Here in this area, 6%, that translates to about $30,000 more dollars on average. That's a lot of cash, and you're just giving it away if you're not using Sarah and Debbie Reynolds. They have an exclusive system with 8,000 buyers who are looking to buy right now. They're already screened, and Debbie and Sarah harness those buyers to sell your home and sell it fast and sell it well. They'll guarantee it at 100% of the asking price that your house will sell, and they'll guarantee that in writing. Call them, please. Sarah and Debbie, they're the best. They're going to take good care of you. Just mention me. It's 844-344-SOLD. 844-344-SOLD, or visit DebbieHasTheBuyers.com.
Live and local. You're listening to The Larry O'Connor Show.
Diamond and Silk are YouTube sensations all over social media. By the way, if you are in the Tulsa area, Tulsa, Oklahoma, October 26th, you can see the Chit Chat Tour. And in Dallas, Texas, on November 23rd, you can get your tickets. I have seen the Chit Chat Tour. You do not want to miss a Chit Chat Tour. In fact, ladies, let's bring that Chit Chat Tour back here to the greater Washington area. Let's get a date.
Well, listen, I'm going to tell you what we have coming up. We have our pro-life brunch that's going to be coming up in January.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the day of the March for Life?
But stay tuned. Just keep going to diamondandsilk.com.
Yeah, we're looking to do that on Saturday morning for our brunch, January the 25th in 2020. So just stay tuned, you all, chitchattour.com.
I want to circle back to Mitt Romney here. He's a senator from Utah. Listen, I supported him when he got the nomination in 2012. I voted for him. But he didn't get it done. He didn't win. He lost states. Like your state of North Carolina. You ladies hail from North Carolina.
Right.
And Donald Trump did win North Carolina last time I checked, and many other states that Mitt Romney was incapable of winning, and he won the presidency. And now you've got Mitt Romney usurping the will of the American people, suggesting now that, oh, yeah, I'm open to removing him from office. We're all going to get to vote on him in 12 months, Diamond and Silk. Why do we need people like Mitt Romney jumping in here and second-guessing our judgment as voters, whether we want to keep him or not?
For some reason, Mitt Romney's brain must be discombobulated. Listen, he is not the president. President Trump is the president of the United States. And you know what? When I look at Mitt Romney, I think that he's letting his jealousy and his enviness show when it comes to this president. Now, where was all of that talk when they were spying on the Trump campaign? When the DNC got a dossier, Hillary Clinton paid for a dossier from Russia people.
That's right.
Where was Mitt Romney saying, whoa, this is wrong, this is not right? But then you see him on the media circuit disparaging and vilifying the President of the United States, who happens to be a Republican like him. I think it's sad and sick, and I think it's a shame.
That's right. When I see people like Mitt Romney, and when I see also people like the Democrats that are abusing their power, trying to unconstitutionally overthrow a duly elected president, they remind me of a dictator, because it was we the American people that voted for President Donald J. Trump. It should be we the American people that vote against him if we don't want him in office, not a group of people, a group of the establishment sitting there trying to overthrow the president of the United States because they don't like him. He's not part of the good old boy syndrome. What's his name, Mitt Romney, and a lot more others, Republican and Democrats. They are like dictators trying to dictate to us what we can eat, what we can ride in, how we can live, who we can vote for, who's going to be the president, and who's going to be in power. We are sick and tired of it, and we are not going to stand for it.
Yeah, and ladies,
we are standing with the president.
That's right.
Ladies, we've been talking almost from the beginning of this presidency. You know, all of the hard work and all of the everything that you endured supporting him and going on the campaign trail in 2016. It all paid off that night. He won against all odds, and, you know, you're euphoric. And since then, he has had to endure things that no other president has had to endure in these investigations, the media attacks. And then this latest one, he goes down to Dallas for a rally, and this has-been comedian actor Tom Arnold, he makes a Kennedy joke about him, where no one in polite society would tolerate that kind of talk. And yet somehow he gets away with it.
Well, see, this is the left-leaning liberals. They tend to get away with everything. You would have thought Twitter would have taken down his Twitter page for even putting that out there. The innuendo of violence and all of this here. I don't want to even use the word, but I want people to understand that we are living not in the 60s, but in 2019. And the people in the 60s are way different from the people in 2019. Nobody better not touch a hair on President Donald J. Trump's head, or you are going to see another uprising like the Civil War. Watch what I say.
That's right.
Yeah, that's very powerful, and I don't think I'm going to comment on it because it stands on its own, ladies, as you do very, very well, and I appreciate you joining us as always. Diamond and Silk, I miss you, and I love everything that you're doing, and I love you guys. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
They are the best. They are Diamond and Silk. You can follow them at diamondandsilk.com. Follow them on Twitter, on YouTube, and support them, because social media loves to deplatform people who say things that they don't approve of. And you know why I like Diamond and Silk? Because they say things that Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and Google don't approve of. And we need more of that. Larry O'Connor, WMAL.
Washington's Mall, WMAL, where Washington comes to talk.
It's the stand-up guys at Snell Heating and Air Conditioning here. Your home and your family deserve the best. That's why you've got to call Snell to upgrade your heating or air conditioner. Call now for a free in-home assessment of your current system, plus a free no-obligation quote. Sign today, and Snell can install your system as soon as tomorrow. Get up to $1,600 off, plus an up to 10-year warranty. Hurry, this offer's over October 31st. Dial 866-77-STAND-UP-GUYS or visit SnellHeatingandAir.com.
You might not know it. The train wheels can talk. When they do, our nationwide network of smart sensors is listening. Our tracks talk too. Our industry's fleet of inspection vehicles hear everything they have to say. When locomotives speak, our operations centers are
Man,
always
did you ever launch
Freight
that?
rail speaks the language of safety. Thanks to our technology, we've lowered the train accident rate 37% since 2000, leading to the safest period in rail history. Freight rail, connected to tomorrow.
It's 5:55, WMAL traffic and weather every 10 minutes, first on the fives. Here comes Ed Rodriguez in the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center.
And here comes everybody who hasn't left Washington yet. Westbound 66 is finally moving a little bit better, but it really is jammed from the Beltway to the Bull Run Rest area. Southbound 28 hardly moving at all in Chantilly from 50 down to 66. Westbound on the toll road, the slowdown still there from Hunter Mill Road to the Reston Parkway.
Heading
the fender
for the
bender's gone, though. Now
here.
from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Weather Channel
okay,
forecast.
We got a 40-footer
areas of rain around as we head through the evening hours.
Just
making
take a breath
for some
and
slower
see what you
travel.
can do.
Clearing skies overnight, lows in the low 50s. Sunny and beautiful weather returning. A breezy west-northwest wind Wednesday, a high in the mid-60s. I'm meteorologist Mark Thibodeau from the Weather Channel on WMAL.
62 degrees traffic and weather brought to you by Compassion International.
It's easier to change the world than you think. Sponsor a child in extreme poverty with Compassion International, and you will change the world for that child. Just text the word child to 83393 to sponsor right now.
Footer here. Let's see what we can do.
A vacation voucher and maximum tax deduction. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Also accepting boats, motorcycles, RVs, and real estate donations.
Nice putt. We're in the hole.
The stories that have been breaking while you've been at work. This is the Larry O'Connor Show.
Right.
Well, we're down to
under
our final minutes here of this program, and I implore you to now listen. This is what you got to do here, because I'm a sports fan, as you know, and I so wholeheartedly embraced the Washington D.C. teams when I moved here. I knew I was going to be here for I hoped I was going to be here for a good long time, and I've already been here 7 years since I moved in 2012, and I plan to be here for a good long time if you'll have me. And so I love being all in for the Nats, and I was all in for the Nats early on. And listen, it was easy with the Redskins. It was RG3's rookie year when I first moved here, and that was a magical season. Ended 10-6, went to the playoffs. Tragically ended with an injury to RG3. But I've loved it, and I've loved being all in for the Caps, especially originally coming from Detroit, hockey town, and seeing a team with such impressive players and impressive way of going about their business. And Ted Leonsis, such a quality individual who owns that team. So I guess my point is, I love sports in this town. I do. And there's no way I'm missing the games tonight. However, and this is key, the great thing about baseball and most sports is that you don't have to hear
on the green
what's going on
work
the game.
To do. Okay, a 23-footer.
How many times have you been to a bar, a really loud place, and the game's on, and you get what everything's going on, right? You can see everything that's going on. You know what's happening. So here's what you do. You do not touch this dial. You listen to the great one, Mark Levin. You listen to all 3 hours of Mark Levin because we need Mark Levin every day in our life, especially in these trying times. You turn Mark Levin on as loud as you can in your house. I want your neighbors to hear Mark Levin, and you watch that game, and you enjoy your Washington Nationals in the World Series. That's what I'll be doing, and we'll talk tomorrow on WMAL.
Hey, Vince here. With the cold weather right around the corner, frigid temperatures, snow, sleet, and freezing rain wreak havoc on your roof.
2 unders, your
a leaky
adjusted
roof
score
affects your
after
entire house, down to the foundation, and water damage can cost you thousands.
Okay, it's time
so what
to
should
send
you do?
this ball on its way.
Contact Adam Kincaid and his team at Valor Roofing. They help homeowners with roofing replacements, mostly done in just 1 day. What makes Valor so great is their core principles of honor, respect, and trust, both for the customers they serve and also by giving back to our veterans with their Raise a Roof for a Vet program. They have a special offer this week. Valor will give you the shingles on the backside of your roof completely free when you buy them for the front, plus a free upgrade to HD architectural shingles. Even better, call right now and tell them Vince sent you for an extra bonus that's so good, Adam won't even let me mention it on the air. The number is 833-83-VALOR. 833-83-VALOR. That's 833-83-VALOR. Or visit ValorExteriors.com.
WMAL-FM, Woodbridge, Washington. Cheering on the Washington Nationals in the 2019 World Series. 105.9 FM, WMAL, a Cumulus station. News now.
WMAL News at 6. I'm Maria Leaf. New information tonight about the 3 people found dead in a home in Burke.
Fairfax County Police Chief Ed Rosser says all the victims were related.
Victim 1 is the mother of the suspect. Victim 2 is the nephew of the suspect. There is evidence of an apparent ongoing family issue that escalated in the suspect using deadly force.
Chief Rosser says the suspect then turned the gun on himself. The 2 Fairfax County police officers who were injured when they responded as the suspect opened fire from the home on Wicklow Court have now been released from the hospital.
I'm just glad to be out of the deep
victims
stuff.
have not yet been released. Barbara Britt, WMAL and WMAL.com.
Game 1 of the World Series now just hours away, and Nats fans are psyched.
The hope was there, but I don't know that the trust was.
So now that they're in the series for the first time ever, what's the key to winning it?
Pitching. As long as the pitching is looking good, I mean, our bats are always strong. We just need to sit back and hope our pitching holds through.
Another key?
I hope they keep the momentum, and they've been rested. I hope they just didn't rest too much.
The team's been off since clinching the National League Championship last Wednesday. In Nats Park, Heather Curtis on WMAL and WMAL.com.
Turkey's president says his country and Russia have reached a deal under which Syrian Kurdish fighters will move back from a border area in Syria within 150 hours. Shortly before the expiration of a ceasefire brokered by the U.S., Defense Secretary Mark Esper says he and the Joint Chiefs recommended the U.S. pull out just before Turkey's incursion into Syria.
We didn't sign up to fight a war to defend the Kurds against a long-standing NATO ally, and we certainly didn't sign up to help them establish an autonomous Kurdish state. That was the conflict that the Turks put us in between. An advancing Turkish army opposed by the Kurds, or at least elements of the SDF, and at the same time you had Syrian and Russian forces moving in. That's not the position which we want our young American service members to be in.
President Trump tweeted earlier today that the impeachment inquiry is like a, quote, lynching. That comment drawing criticism from both sides of the aisle, but Senator Lindsey Graham says the media isn't focusing on what's important.
This is a sham. This is a joke. I'm going to let the whole world know that if we were doing this to a Democratic president, it would be all
right,
over
2 under
right
is your
now.
adjusted score after that
One
one.
person has asked me a question. What do you think about the fact that President Trump
Hole
doesn't
number
know who his
11.
accuser is? What do you think about the fact that the Republican minority cannot call witnesses, that everything's done behind closed doors? I can only imagine if this were a Democratic president, what you would be saying to me right now.
New tonight, Boeing says it's replacing the head of its commercial airplanes division as it struggles with a crisis created by 2 deadly crashes of its newest airliner with the past year.
Kevin McAllister has been at the center of the problems with the plane's automated flight control system. The plane has been grounded because of issues surrounding the system since March.
Correspondent Renee Marsh. U.S. home sales fell 2.2% in September. Chief economist at the National Association of Realtors, Lawrence Yoon, says a lack of new single-family homes has been part of the reason prices are so high.
Well, we need more competition with smaller builders getting into the market. That means getting more construction loans available. Also, some of the zoning laws and regulation to permit more small-time builders to get into the game.
Checking your money tonight, the Dow finished the day down 40 points. The S&P 500 down 11. The NASDAQ down 59. WMAL traffic and weather next.
Cruise with Chris Plant next summer in breathtaking Alaska.
Experience the cruise of a lifetime with me, Chris Plant.
Exclusive WMAL listener discounted pricing has been extended, but only for a limited time. Reserve your space now. Visit ChrisPlantCruise.com.
Hi, this is Clint Portis. Join me in raising awareness of the opioid epidemic in our country by supporting 2 important initiatives from the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration. Red Ribbon Week and National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day. Talk to your loved ones about the dangers of drugs. Participate in drug prevention and education activities in our communities and take the pledge to be drug-free. Live once, think twice. And don't forget to encourage your school to participate in Red Ribbon Week, happening October 23rd through the 31st. Then on Saturday, October the 26th, clean out your family medicine cabinet to take part in National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day. If you don't dispose of the unused or expired prescription drugs in your home, they might find a new one. They could end up lost, stolen, or simply misused. Let's all keep prescription drugs out of the wrong hands. Visit DEATakeback.com to find a collection site. Opioid awareness is everyone's responsibility.
Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
WMAL traffic and weather. Here's Ed Rodriguez in the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center.
Still no rest on the inner loop of the Beltway, with delays beginning in Tyson's Corner at Route 7 heading up to the 270 spur. Then we got that long delay in Bethesda from Old Georgetown Road to Central Avenue and Oxon Hill. This one's trimmed up. You're only going to be slow from Indian Head Highway to the Wilson Bridge. Outer loop's jammed from the Springfield interchange to the Wilson Bridge, Arena Drive to Kenilworth Avenue, then from Old Georgetown Road to Georgetown Pike, and from the Toll Road to Gallows Road. Now from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Weather Channel forecast.
Rain will clear out this evening, low 52, sunny tomorrow, high 65. 61 right now at Reagan National. I'm Maria Lee on Washington's Mall, WMAL.
The underground command post, deep in the bowels of a hidden bunker, somewhere under the brick and steel of a nondescript building, we've once again made contact with our leader, Mark Levin.
Well, another pseudo event in America today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mark Levin. Our number 877-381-3811. 877-381-3811. Democrats on the attack. Republicans running in every direction. The word lynching. And we are told the word lynch can only be used in the context of the horrific lynchings that took place during the course of slavery and even after the Civil War. And frankly, even into the last century down south by the Klan and other organizations. Horrific. Because the President of the United States said that he is being lynched or facing a lynching. Well, when Bill Clinton was facing impeachment, a number of Democrats went to the microphones on the floor of the House and said that Bill Clinton was facing a lynching, including Gregory Meeks, African-American representative, Democrat from New York. December 1988. Cut 2, go.
What we are doing or what we are doing here is not a prosecution, it's a persecution. And indeed, it is a political lynching. The Republicans have had no agenda for over a year. And with this act today, they are signaling that they have no agenda for the future.
Representative Danny Davis, former member of the House, Democrat, Illinois, December 1998. African-American. Cut 3, go.
So I will not vote for this nightmare before Christmas. I will not vote for this lynching in the people's house.
One under is your adjusted score
against these resolutions.
Jim McDermott,
13th
Caucasian American,
coming up.
Democrat, Washington State, on the floor of the House, September 1998. Cut 12, go.
This day feels to me like we're taking a step down the road to becoming a political lynch mob. We're in so much hurry to get this done so it can be in the Saturday, Sunday news cycle and have our mint juleps at 5 o'clock. We are going to find a rope, find a tree, and ask a bunch of questions later.
Wow. That's the 3 found so far. Now, I'm not interested in talking to the media, ladies and gentlemen, or the partisans, but to you.
Oops. Pretty deep stuff here. Give it a good
Since
hack.
The president tweeted and used the word
direction.
lynch or lynching, he's been under assault. All throughout the media, he's been under assault by the Congressional Black Caucus. He's been under assault by all Democrats. He's been under assault by a lot of Republicans who said, I wouldn't use that word. That's perfectly fine. But it shows you exactly what's going on in this country right now. The word lynch or lynching was freely used by Democrats in the House of Representatives to describe what was happening to Bill Clinton in 1998 during that impeachment process. When the President of the United States uses the same word in a tweet, they say this is a pattern of racism. There he goes again.
29
this
feet
is
from the
a
hole.
pseudo-event, a non-event. which the Democrats and the media and the Democrats, one and the same, are using yet again to attack the President of the United States and try and drive down his popularity. To try and create a caricature of the man. That he's a racist. When in fact that word has been used and was used repeatedly during the Clinton impeachment period. I'm talking to you. I don't give a damn what the media thinks. Because they're in on it. Those were not difficult to find. They're on the Internet. They're on the Internet. Yet all day long, suddenly you couldn't use the word lynch and lynching.
And 1 under is your adjusted score after that one.
21 years ago. Repeatedly.
And now we find ourselves
during the
on
Clinton
hole number
impeachment.
14.
Now enough of that. We're done with that. We're not going to chase that all day long. That's not going to happen here. By the way, Gerald Nadler in 1998. October 4, 1998, Associated Press article. Nadler, top Clinton defender. I'm the president's defender in the sense that I haven't seen anything yet that would rise, in my opinion, to the level of impeachment. I wish we could get this over with quickly. In pushing the process and pushing the arguments of fairness and due process, the Republicans so far have been running a lynch mob. That's 4 of them now.
Whoa, that one's going somewhere fast.
4. Of all races, religions, heights, weights. Only one genitalia. Male.
And
that's
about
4.
135 yards out from here.
Jim Clyburn's out there trashing the president. Beneath the dignity of the office of the president, he says. Beneath the dignity of the office of the president. Hakeem Jeffries, left-wing Democrat, New York. President should not compare a constitutionally mandated impeachment inquiry to such a dangerous and dark chapter of American history. It's irresponsible for him to do so, and I hope he will apologize. But they had no problem with it 21 years ago with Clinton. None. Now, this is how the media
we got a 40-footer here.
Mob mentality work.
Just take a breath and see what you can do.
But that's not all. Also, all evening long, we're hearing about this acting ambassador, William Taylor, a State Department bureaucrat, who's been on the job for basically half a year or less. And somehow his opening statement was released to the media. And certain little cherry-picked tidbits have been leaked to the media. And Democrat members of the committee, the House Intelligence Committee, go up in front of the Klieg lights and behind the microphones and say, "This is the worst day of my career in Washington." Shocking.
Looking at a 19-foot putt from here.
And that's what this is about. Drama and a mob. Pushing a process. Due process, ladies and gentlemen, goes as far back as the Magna Carta, 1215, and its various subsequent iterations. The Magna Carta, 1215, considered the first constitution in Europe. Heavily relied on by your founding fathers and framers of the Constitution.
All right, sitting right where you should be. Even par is your adjusted score after that one.
Due process in that
15th hole
context
coming
was to be
up.
applied to the individual. The President of the United States, whomever that president may be, deserves at least as much due process as a terrorist. At least as much due process as a mass murderer. We do. After all, we elected them. We deserve as much due process in the context of an impeachment. Now, what do we mean by due process? Well, think about your own situation. If you're accused of something,
All
the
right,
right
good
to
so
counsel
far.
at a proceeding. This president's counsel has been barred from all
And we have about,
non-public secret proceedings
I'd say,
that have been going on
140-ish yards from
by
here.
the House Intelligence Committee. And so the target of their attack doesn't even have a lawyer present to take notes as to what's being said. The right to cross-examine witnesses. Why does that right exist?
Now that was
because
a swing.
Can you imagine witnesses who aren't cross-examined? They could say whatever they want. But the witness needs to be tested. Their recollections need to be tested. Their integrity needs to be tested. All day long we're hearing about Acting Ambassador Taylor. President of the United States hasn't been able to test what this man has written and said. The right to challenge evidence. Why do you have a right to challenge evidence? Obviously, the goal is to get to the truth. You have to be able to challenge evidence. There's evidence and then there's evidence, isn't there? The right to call witnesses. The president has had no right to call any witnesses in the context of this hearing. None. The Republicans, the minority, has had no right to call witnesses. None. Witnesses that might give a different take on a specific fact pattern. Witnesses that might contradict the witnesses being called by the Democrats.
16th hole coming up here. Let us see what you can do.
That might prove the president's point. No such witnesses have been called, not one. The right to confront your accuser. Can you imagine, ladies and gentlemen, if you're accused of something, not only don't you have the right to confront your accuser, you don't even have a right to know your accuser's name, apparently. You don't have a right to know their identity. And so they use the Whistleblower Act to prevent the President of the United States to even know who the accuser was. Now, in addition to challenging the evidence
this one's a
that
beauty.
Another party or the other side brings, you have a right to present your own evidence, right? Well, this president hasn't had any right to present any evidence. None. And every trial, unless it's an extraordinary circumstance, is to be held in public. Why? Because in the end, the public has an interest in the justice system. Especially so here. The public has an interest in the impeachment process. Now, some of you might be saying, this is all well and good for the trial in the Senate. No. There's effectively two trials. One in the House to determine if the president's going to be charged, and one in the Senate respecting conviction. I've heard it said, wrongly, that the House is like a grand jury. No, it's not. If the House is like a grand jury, then every Democrat on that committee needs to be arrested and thrown in prison because they're leaking secret grand jury information to the press.
On your scorecard after that one,
they said.
After the handicap adjustment.
And I guess it's not like a grand jury.
Okay, let's give it a nice big smash.
Whistleblower's name and identity, the right to confront. No. The whistleblower's complaint, the right to challenge it. No. Secret testimony prevents the right to counsel to be present, the right to cross-examine, the right to call other witnesses, the right to present your own evidence, no public transcript. That's why they're conducting secret testimony. And the president can't even adequately respond to the leaks in the media tonight and every night when they have a witness.
Should be in the fairway.
He can't even address it for the American people in the court of public opinion. And that's intentional because this is all one-sided propaganda. One-sided propaganda. And the media in this country are more than happy to regurgitate it. More than happy. And you know damn well if it were Obama being impeached and the Republicans in the majority of the House and denying all these rights, all these processes traditionally given to a president of the United States confronting a situation like that, you know damn well they'd be attacked as racist, as unfair,
nice swing,
as thugs, as Hitlerian, as Stalinist, and all the rest. In the pages of the New York Times and the Washington Post. The legal analysts on CNN and ABC and MSNBC. the former federal prosecutors, the current defense counsel, the former intelligence agents, former FBI agents, they all be saying the same thing. That this is the process of a thuggery, of a tyranny. And that's what it is. No House
looking good.
Inquiry vote. No rules adopted by the full House. And the Republicans are
okay, let's see what you can do with his 8-footer.
And the President of the United States is completely cut out of the process. This is a disgrace. There is no way the framers of the Constitution intended this. I read to you from Madison's notes. I read to you from the October 7, 1998, and I posted on my social sites, report from the Committee on the Judiciary
where you should
to the
be,
full
even
House of
par.
Representatives,
That's your adjusted score.
urging a resolution vote.
All right, let's haul off and just smash this next drive.
And in that resolution, they make it explicit that it is the intention of the committee to conduct their investigation in all respects on a fair, impartial, bipartisan, nonpartisan basis, including with the issuing of subpoenas. They made it abundantly clear that the resolution was needed because it's an overwhelmingly important act. It's a grave act in impeachment inquiry, and the full House should be involved. And so they presented a resolution, and they cited the Nixon case in 1974, where the House Judiciary Committee did exactly the same thing. They stated bluntly that the President of the United States must have certain procedural rights that were granted to Nixon in 1974 and were granted to Clinton in 1998.
This one's looking like around 220 to the pin. No such rights of any kind
have been granted to President Trump. None. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin. Washington's Mall, WMAL, where Washington comes to talk.
Here's something interesting. There are over 2 million burglaries reported every year. That's one every 13 seconds. And what's crazy is that only 1 in 5 homes have home security. Maybe because most companies don't make it easy. That's why Simply Safe is transforming home security by breaking down those barriers to get you the best, most reliable, and comprehensive protection available. Simply Safe protects every door, window, and room with 24/7 professional monitoring. Their police dispatch is up to 3.5 times faster because they use video verification.
If you can find a way to sync
and
this
Simply
next
Safe has no contracts or hidden fees. No wires, no drilling. It's easy to order and easy to set up. Plus, prices are always fair and honest. Around-the-clock monitoring is just $15 a month. Visit simplysafemark.com to get free shipping and a 60-day risk-free trial. You've got nothing to lose. Go now to simplysafemark.com so they know that I sent you. That's simplysafemark.com.
I'm Ed Rodriguez in the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center, and this report is sponsored by A-Plus Service Experts. Northbound 270 in Bethesda is still extremely slow off the Beltway through the Clarksburg lane drop. You want a little ray of sunshine there. The 270 spurs cleared out. Also at Frederick, I-70 and Route 15 are both cleared out for the time being.
Good job out there.
Now from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Weather Channel forecast.
Rain this evening, low 52. Sunny tomorrow, highs in the mid-60s.
At Leidos, they are committed to making the world safer, healthier, and more efficient. It's important work. Fighting cancer matters. Protecting our troops matters. Developing mission-critical software when their customers need it most matters. At Leidos, the important work never stops.
LEIDOS.
You awake? You're snoring again.